Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream! We're going to be continuing the Make a Good Mega Man level marathon, going on to Tier 9 of MaGMML 2. Let's get right into the action. There we go, there we go. Alrighty. Hope y'all having a good day. Happy Monday, if there's such a thing as a happy Monday, that is. Yeah, Tier 9. We're going to be going through the, I believe it's top 20 levels. Not all of them. Some of them are in Tier 10, but that being said, these are the good levels. I believe we start at the far left of this one. Yeah, we do. Okay. Cool. Alright, so real quick, let's just talk about it. I will be going with the skin of Cutman's Bad Scissor Day. I thought it's a goofy one, so I thought it would be pretty funny. And then, yeah, let's get right on into it. Centaur Man, welcome to Tier 9. It may not look like it, but this section is very close to Dr. Light's lab. If you continue to the right, you'll wind up right next to it. Really? It's like I just came from there. But yeah, 18th place by not Encore, Misty Lake with a score of 36.8. So let's get right into it. Damn, 46! Also, what's good, boss? Welcome to the stream. I swear there's a secret somewhere. Maybe it's not here. I do know, not to necessarily spoil anything, but I believe this stage, you can get a special skin. I don't know, I just, I read it how I saw it making sense. I couldn't tell you the proper way. But anyway, yeah, I believe this one, you get a custom skin if you beat the boss Buster only, which good thing I do that regardless. Okay, hold on, I gotta lock in. Ooh. Okay, I can't make that. Well, there's a nickel though. If only I had some way to get up there. Yeah. I did see 5 nickels in total. Oi. Oh, okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. Okay. Sure. I do need to address the elephant in the room of Epsilon 6. I don't know how I'm going to tackle that. I'd be on that level for quite a bit. I honestly might try my best to play through at least finding all the elements. And then I might do what I've been doing with a couple other levels and just coming back once I have the map tool. I think that's how I want to go about it. But I'm not too sure yet. Oh, they come back. Okay, thank goodness. Woo! Go away! There we go. Do I need... No, I don't need an E-tank. Ah, here it is. The melon. What in your opinion makes it, like, not perfect? Yeah, I was gonna say, probably need that. That's a quick one. Okay. Holy moly! Huh. What is this? Thanks for playing my level. It was made possible thanks to the following people. Mini Macro, Sir, Smithy GCM, Bad Batman, and one. And a couple others. And me, the player. The boss is fun, but she can corner you. And it's not max creativity. Ah, okay. Oh. Oh, jeez. One more, come on. I have to use Buster. Bro, come on. There we go. Costume unlocked. Alright, I think I missed a nickel, but oh no, I didn't. Okay, I just suck at counting. I'd rather that, honestly. Alright. Judge time. I mean, what was the average? 36? I was gonna say it's a pretty low score for tier 9 of all things, but I'm not a judge. Alright, Pyro with the 33. There are no jokes because it's VLDC 9, lol. Wait, memes aside, this is a pretty nice level. I like the difficulty curve and design in general, and I like how you introduce the snowbirds, then the chill blocks, and then combine them both in the final stretch. There I am. The boss fight with Cerno is pretty good too, though the icicle attack can be quite tough to dodge sometimes. Also, the Chillman water ice block spawner things can be a bit buggy sometimes, and accidentally spawn 2 chill blocks. But it's not really a huge issue or anything. Honestly, I feel like more could have been done with the chill block gimmick in general, because I don't really think the Snow Owl gimmicks really changes the gameplay that much, though it is pretty cute. But what is here is pretty solidly built, and it's a good level overall. I do, unless I missed something, I do wonder why, like, Chillman was in the intro. I don't know if it's a reference or something. Anyway, Hornet with the 37. Nice level you got there. It played really nicely, and overall it felt like a Mega Man stage. Also, I think it was the only stage where I could get all of the Noble Nickels on my first try. I didn't really like the placements of the squid enemies. They destroyed the ice blocks before I could attack them. The level was pretty cool. See what I did there? So funny. Until the boss. The boss itself was fine, but you can die after you kill it, which is a big no-no. Very, very true. E with the 34. I love how this level progresses between different areas. Watching the world around you slowly transform really adds to the experience and the flow of the level. While I think the level somewhat suffered in its design under the guidelines set by its aesthetic, it still was a lot of fun to play, and it has some nice ideas which I like seeing used and reused later on. My main point of criticism with the stage is its rompy nature and how it feels like it didn't use the elements it introduced to its fullest potential. The difficulty curve in the level is fine, though I found the ending stretch to be less of a challenge than the mini-boss. Though maybe I'm just horrible at fighting them. I also thought that the snow which is dropped onto the stage is harmful due to its size, the way it sticks out, so I often took cover when I first played the stage and thought of it as a clever idea, just to later find out I was role-playing around a non-existent threat. I also managed to get the boss to crash on me and figured out that dying causes ice cubes to duplicate on the next playthrough, which is rather unfortunate. Either way, lots of fun to play. Huh, okay. I did too, try to take cover at the beginning for the snow, and then I was like, wait, I'm not taking damage. Big G with the 39. It's a nice little level. The level design is actually surprisingly good, and I like how the snow actually makes precise jumps easy to do. Other than that, some parts of the stage get a bit boring. A fun stage, nothing else to say though. And then a high 41 from Ace. Hi, chill man, oh, and he's gone, never mind. I love the idea for this frozen medieval town. It's a nice unique setting for an ice stage rather than your standard cavern that Mega Man usually uses. A very refreshing change of pace. Theming was on point here. The enemies all worked well and suited the environment. You managed to take into account that the Chillman blocks don't respawn, and do it in a really clever way. Them popping out of the water is exactly the way to ensure that the player does not get stuck when they've failed the platforming test, outside of the Noble Nickel attempts. This is fine. These ice blocks are unfortunately fairly glitchy. I had several of them bug out quite badly, such as creating multiple of them at once or not at all. I'm not sure what the point of the owl enemies were. I think maybe the trail they leave behind should have been ice rather than snow, as it has no real hindrance to the player. Your highlight was the boss, I think. I'm guessing it's from a franchise I haven't played before rather than an original character. Post judging comment. Is it Touhou? Is that how you pronounce it? Touhou? Anyway, but you merged Bullet Hell with Mega Man in a frankly brilliant fashion. Once you've learned the pattern, she is very fun to fight. Really solid, fun stage here. Let down by the glitchy implementation of the new assets. Oof. Alrighty, so pretty good, just minor nitpicks. Barrowman, does anyone else smell dairy products? There are none being served here. I'm lactose intolerant. Alright then. 17th place, Lobster King's Donut Observation Center with a 37.6. If I'm not mistaken, this one revolves around, or it doesn't revolve, but it does feature, what is it? It's that annoying mini-boss in X6 that looks like a donut. Hence the name. I think the level itself, I remember it being pretty good. Oh, hi. And goodbye. Alright, 3 noble nickels, I did see that. No, I was gonna grab it, but I guess not. Probably want to go here. Nope, that was... okay, it wasn't pointless, but... it was kind of pointless. Whatever, I did it. I gotta remember, these go backwards, and then the rainbow ones go forward. Whoa! Ah, there we go, okay. It's a really easy nickel, okay. Oh, that's a wall. Oh, okay. I might run into a couple walls. Also, I did see your score, a 37 for this one. Oh shit. No, I triggered it too early. Whoops-a-daisy. How far is that sending? Oh, that's not bad. 1 screen away. I meant to do that. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, is there a nickel down here? Seems to be the case. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I suppose it... oh, jeez. I suppose Eddie is a checkpoint indicator. I'm just slow, I suppose. Okay, now... nope, yeah, okay. There's another example of why I'm kind of slow. Okay, thankfully the checkpoints have been very nice. There we go. Ooh, I gotta time this. Oh, no! Aw, not quite. Wish they were used more. Oh, okay. What, is this it? Let's try it now. Ooh, even then I cut it close. Okay, these ones should go forward. Yep, okay. Okay, nice. Oh gosh, okay, hold on. Gotta get ready. Alright, here we go. Do I want to do that? Oh, I see. I am. I was like, I'm stuck. No, that's probably what I need to do. There we go. Nice. Is there any reason to take out those guys? I don't know. Uh-oh, donut! Donut boy! Oh, no iframes. Okay, cool. Ow. Oh, this boss is tedious! Holy moly. Oh, you're slightly above. Ugh. Oh, should not have done that, but I did it anyway. Alright, come on. We're so close. No! I missed! Oh, crap. Just go. Go. Yeah! And I got all three. Nice. Alright. pretty fun level. It's just, if you played X6, you're probably like, no, not you. Not again. Anyway. Okay, a pretty high 42 from Pyro to start off. I didn't even play X6 and I still get PTSD from this level. That's funny. This level is super neat. I really love the interactions you had between the different gimmicks. Fave setup is definitely the Galaxy Man teleporters plus tile slide. It's really clever and well thought out. So yeah, I guess it really was like used in 2 screens and then just called it a day. That's funny. I really like the sections with the portals and drill man switches too. I like how you just loop around a lot. I also really love the final stretch. The super long Ringman platform plus Galaxy Portal plus Switch setup is really fast paced and clever, and I like it a lot. Probably the only part of the level I'm iffy on is the boss. I think it's a bit too finicky to time yourself just right to avoid getting hit with the Galaxy Man portals. I got hit a lot by just messing up the timing. Plus, it kinda got weird that the boss got easier as it went along. I still really like this level though, great job. Also, this level looks and sounds great too. Okay. 38 from Hornet. That was a weird level. For some reason, it gave me Brutal Mario vibes. Anyway, I like the use of the switches in the indoor section, but the outside section at the end was a bit crazy with all the Ringman platforms. You have a few Galaxy portals laying around to save the player from falling in a pit, which is nice. The boss was kind of annoying though. The 2 green things on the top were hard to hit unless you used its weakness, Triple Blade, from above. Okay, short and sweet. Ooh, okay, E with the 30, so pretty low. This level purposes some excuse me. Ooh. Sorry about that. This level purposes some interesting uses for teleporters, but unfortunately, their presence in the level doesn't really shine next to all the other features it throws in. While the level is mostly consistent, it introduces concepts very rapidly, making it hard to use each of them to its fullest potential. I felt like due to the oversaturation of concepts, the level occasionally felt a bit messy, even though it almost never got overwhelming with its enemy placement. There is also one instance in this level where I feel like the teleporters needed an indication as to where they would lead to, the first upward section past spikes. I took a gamble by assuming the teleporters would lead to the other one in the room, which was the case, but wasn't clear at all. The boss of the level, to me, is its weakest point, mainly due to its small hitbox and lack of detail on the HP bar. The way in which the targets are offset makes hitting them more precise than it needs to be. Aside from that, it doesn't give the player much of a learning opportunity as they first come into the room, as the arena contains some elements that the player can interact with in addition to the boss. And then Gary with a 36. Aside from the annoying boss at the end, this is a very enjoyable level. Some sections were slightly irritating, but the amount of checkpoints make up for them. I agree. I had such a skill issue, and they knew where I was gonna die. I really like how the assets were used. It's really interesting, and it makes the stage fun to play. There's really nothing else for me to say. It's a really good level. Boss could be better though. Care to elaborate? No, that's it? Okay. Oh, and another 40 from Ace. Okay. Did you just take one of the most reviled things in Mega Man history? Only change its setup and manage to make it fun? Well, color me impressed. Your conveyance of everything was excellent. Everything was introduced well, and if any player was unfamiliar with any of these level objects, they won't be now. You also merge them creatively, and are proof that, yes, even the dev kit gimmicks can be used in ways Capcom never thought of. Your checkpoint placement was on point. Again, I agree. I did not mind the instant death introduced because I did not have much level to actually backtrack through. And in some cases, no level at all. Good. There are issues though. I'm not sure what theme this level is going for, but it's a bit nonsensical. The two areas of the stage don't make any sense being together. I have no idea what was up with that mini-boss placement, but you probably would have been better off without it. Or to have it at least modified to be vaguely a threat. Your first two Noble Nickels were also devoid of challenge. That first one really was, yeah, I agree. Devoid of challenge, here I am. Which makes the third one a bit of a puzzler, although I'm nitpicking here. I think in future, work on the theming a bit better so it isn't all random like this. A few new graphics, spruce up the gimmicks and music, we'd have something pretty close to a Capcom level, endgame aside. This was a great stage though, good stuff. Okay, yep, that's good. Alright, who's this? Aircon. Yesterday, Airman told me he was my biggest fan! Ha ha! Humbled by his kind words, I told him I'm his biggest air conditioner. Okay, and yep, you ruined it. The music is peak, wild take. Oh, I won't be listening to it in the car. I guess I can say that. Ooh, rad gravity. Okay, this is a fun one. Alright, I do need to do something. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. So in 16th place by, oh god, these names. Renhoke. We have Rad Gravity with a score of 37.8. It looks like TB gave it a 34. Okay, so a bit below average. And it's not a favorite. Interesting. I don't remember the level much. I do remember it being like memorable because this is the one. Well, I'll show it. I can't even say excuse me. I can't say I've heard of that cartoon character. Let me see. Oh, that one. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Okay. Yeah, I have not watched that show, but yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I'm a bit uncultured in that. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Yeah, anyway, I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's this one. We got Groovity, man. Little Earthworm Jim there. Groovy! I don't know. I'll have to play through this level to get a good idea compared to vague memories, but I remember this level being pretty fun. How do I go back? You know what? It's fine. If there's a way back, I don't know. Maybe I have to make an incredibly tight jump. But that's nickel number one, so there's that. Yeah, the gimmick. The gimmick is a gimmick of all time, I'll say that. Oh, did I have enough clearance to hop on Rush Jet? I don't know. Janky? That I do remember. Oh, hi! Holy moly, wait! A hot dog, that's actually challenging. Nice, okay. Yeah, it's you. Okay, I gotta remember this. Nitro Man has the ability to literally drive you up the wall. Hold up to and press jump to activate him. Nitro Man will teleport to your current position if he is not touching you. Oh, his jump. Yeah. No. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Yep, now we can climb walls, or I guess drive up walls with Nitro Man. Oh god, I forgot. Yeah, he's finicky. Hold on. I gotta do this right. I think I could do this. Come on, bro. Oh. Oh, no, come on. Do that. Yeah, there we go. And now full speed. Wait, hold on. Money! Woo, that was close. Real purpose of using Nitro Man over Wheel Cutter is that you can drive on ceilings. True. Poor Nitro Man, he ain't the smartest. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Oh god, I was gonna say something super brain rotty. It's like, no, let's not. Let's not. Alright, come on, Nitro Man. Bro! I'm trying to have fun. There we go. No. Oh, and I jumped right into that fucker. Okay. It's this other nickel, though. You know what this kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of, oh, I think it's here. Hit up here. I swear it was up here. Am I wrong? Oh, no! Go back, you morons! I did see that. I swear it's here. Maybe I need to be one block. Yeah, it's okay. Now, anyway, I was gonna say, this reminds me of... I can't remember what the level's called. It's the... oh my gosh, I'm so disoriented, excuse me. It's the one level from... oh, can I not break it? Oh, odd. Okay. It's the one level from Battletoads, where you're like... I think it's called like the Clinger Winger or something like that. Anyway, you drive in a similar fashion. There we go, jeez. Come, Nitro Man, let us drive off. Oh god. Stop. Just... stop! I gotta time this right. There we go. Okay, yeah, so far... is it too late to say it? I don't know. Yeah, I guess so far. The level makes me not want to use Nitro Man all that much. Might just be me, though. I feel like I'm always gonna run into spikes or something. I guess I don't need the M-Tank, but... when it hurt... nah. There you go, okay. Let's do this. Whee! Oh, and he came back. Great. Come on. Whoa. Yep. Where am I? Am I going the right way or the wrong way? Or the way? You know what? Ow. Oh, come on. Okay, so we do this, we jump. Nope, we go higher, and then jump. There we go. And then we jump. And then, oh, again, I'm where am I? No! My boy! He fucking died, that's it. Whoever this boss is gonna get it. Yeah, I'm always worried I'm gonna run into spikes. Kamek? Oh, Dr. Kamek. You can, will, never enter the Wily Fortress. He sounds like that too. He's like, indubitably, dear squire. Oh shit. Whoa! Groovy mans. Got a groovy fight. Ow. Alright. Again, I'm a bit uncultured. I know this is a reference to Yoshi's Island. Could not tell you what boss. I just want to spam. Oh! I'm not using any tank. Holy shit! I died. Raphael Raven. Okay. That is one game I should play. I keep thinking of playing Yoshi's Island, and then I forget it. Ha ha ha! Second time's the charm, hopefully. Alright, come on. Yeah, I've heard it's good. I don't know why I've never gotten around to it. Oh gosh. Go away! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just not processing when they touch, they disappear. Oh, come on. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That's tough. But we got him! Oh, and everything's all weird. Come on. There you go. I just realized, like, top favorite SNES game? That's crazy. I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying, like, damn, I must be missing out. Anyway, Pyro 42, what do you got? Nitro Man is just so janky to control. Ha 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 ha. I had a really hard time getting used to controlling him, and it doesn't help that there isn't really much opportunity to experiment. But once you get the hang of him, this level is pretty great. I'm sure this is probably like a speedrunner's dream level. In the same way, like if you've played 4 Minus Infinity, like you don't really use the Hell Wheel unless you're a speedrunner, you know? If you know, you know. But excuse me. Loves to make the engine beg for mercy. Oh, is that right? I love how open it is and how all the slopes are everywhere, because it allows you to have a ton of fun just biking around as Nitro Man. However, I don't really think that the design is perfect, because there's a couple of instances where we're going too fast will slam you into an enemy or spikes. Yep, I had that happen quite a bit. It doesn't help that Nitro Man's jumping can sometimes, at random, just send you flying someplace you don't want to go to. I feel like it would have controlled better if Nitro Man had a flat speed he drove at, rather than him accelerating to like 6,000 mph. There's some really creative usages of the mechanic though. The second hot dog fight comes to mind, even though it's a bit finicky to actually get the intended way going. And holy crap, the boss is freaking amazing. I basically spent the whole fight with Groovity Man just gawking at how crazy the tech is. My only issue with it, I think, is that I don't think the orbiting physics for your shots make very much sense, as they could have been improved so that you have an easier time hitting Groovity Man from far away. Overall, really fun, but extremely janky. Also, minus 50 points for not giving Kamek his laugh sound effect. SMH. Oof. It's tough stuff. By the way, she goes as Sharb now. Okay, Shark with a B. I'll remember that. Which you might know for making Identity Man. Oh, interesting. I guess I know by name, but I know Identity Man. Hornet with a 33, so a bit lower. This level had so much potential. I could tell a lot of effort was put into everything here. Nitro Man, the custom hot dogs, and especially the boss. However, the Nitro Man playable was hard to get used to and felt clunky, so it was actually easier for me to not use him if I didn't have to. The stage was designed so that he wasn't required in most places, besides 1 or 2 specific spots. The green hot dog's attacks are nearly impossible to dodge in the small space you provided. The stage itself was pretty disappointing, but that boss, oh man, that boss. I've seen some really cool bosses in the contest so far, but this one is definitely one of my favorites out of them all. I have no idea how you took Raphael the Raven from Yoshi's Island and managed to make him work in the Mega Man game, but you did. The graphics and background look great, and even the battle functions very well. Awesome job, okay. So that's 2 for Jank. Woo! A 44 from E. This level is so much fun to play. Ha ha ha. Just driving around aimlessly at high speeds feels super great, and I love how you can drive up the walls and ceiling. The boss is super impressive, but also quite hard to fully understand due to the way the stage is rotated. I also often found myself in situations where I had to take damage from him, as both the projectile and Groovity himself came charging at me at the same time. I don't think I had too much of an issue, but I could see how that happens. Where was I? Sorry. As for the stage itself, I felt like the first checkpoint is pretty early in. Later, I understood that it is so you can return with Nitro Man to get the nickel, even though I got it without him initially. Whoops. But returning to save Nitro Man after a death just feels like the stage is keeping me from having fun, driving into spikes again. Super cool stage, very expansive, lots of fun and technically super impressive. Great work. And then Big G with the 40! I am seriously impressed by how interesting this level is. All the concepts were absolutely amazing, and the boss fight was very ingenious. However, this level has many problems. One of them is that the level design isn't well adapted for extremely fast movement when you're on Nitro Man. So you frequently slam into enemies and spikes you can barely avoid. I agree! Additionally, this stage is extremely buggy, with Nitro Man's controls being messed up, as well as many other serious bugs. To summarize, this is a fantastic level, but it has a lot of serious problems that should have been fixed. Okay. Oof, and then we got the lowest, a 30 from Ace. This stage is a bit nuts. You know what? If I could sum it up, that would be it. The primary gimmick for the stage is absurdly cool, not gonna lie, and is a bit of a programming wizardy for Game Maker and the engine involved. When the stage is at its best, it's pretty radical, biking about the stage, going up walls, a la some weird Mega Man / Sonic hybrid, and the boss is just wow. This is probably one of the coolest entry bosses in the contest. Yet, it's all about the execution, and this stage flops a fair bit. I feel one of your biggest problems is that your gimmick introduction for Nitro Man is rather bad. Very bad. This is one of the weirdest gimmicks yet, but instant death is introduced only a screen after he's introduced. This gimmick requires a completely alien control scheme to Mega Man, and requires a Mega Man player to understand Sonic-style physics. A larger variety of warm-up challenges was required. This is not helped by the fact of, I'm sorry to say, the controls for this gimmicks are awful. I'm not sure if it's a glitch, but I have ended up with the left arrow making me run right, and the fact up and down is used to move along walls when the Sonic series sticks to just left and right to simplify things. This leads to the gimmick feeling really inconsistent. Getting on and off Nitro Man is also really awkward and unnatural. He cannot be summoned whilst Mega Man is next to a wall. This hinders the later mid-boss challenge. Just as the player is starting to get the groove of the gimmick, you throw a mid-boss at them. A mid-boss that sends out what is basically undodgeable waves of attacks. Again, I have no idea if the intended method is to use Nitro Man to dodge this, out of fireballs or not, but the alternative appears to be sitting there tanking damage, mostly due to the small amount of floor you are allowed. It's really hard to get on Nitro Man during the midst of the battle. Then we meet the Robot Master. Groovity Man is awesome. He's difficult, but learnable, but he has a habit of combining attacks in ways that, even after about 6 fights with him, I have no idea how to dodge. I also get rather sick of the cutscene after a couple of attempts. Oh yeah, because you have to redo the Kamek. Yeah, okay, that's fair. It was cute the first time, not so much the following. Or the others, excuse me. There is a second nickel in the stage. This one is by far and away the most obscure one in the entire contest. I don't know about that, but okay. I ended up replaying this stage a fair amount and not finding it, so I will drop one hint here. In one of the rooms, the pipes are not solid. And Nitro Man does not apply to finding the room the nickel is in. This is a stage with an amazing concept and some real magic behind the scenes, but it's not exactly fun. It's a good example of ideas requiring the execution to pull out a real winner. Alright, so yeah, pretty much come to expect. Jank, but fun. What was it? Sharp making the engine beg for mercy, and this isn't the worst of it. Ew. What? Sunny skies, 60% humidity, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. How am I supposed to go skiing in this weather? This is an outrage. This nickel isn't as obscure as the one in Just an Ice level. Yeah. Alright, 15 by... Oh, God. M. Jacqueline. I'm gonna call him that. Sector Upsilon 6 with a flat 38. Alright. Whoops, I tabbed out. There we go. Ooh, 3 elements, 5 nickels, and it's a maze. Let's do this. 33 from TV. Excuse me. Yep, again, my goal, at least for the stream... for some reason I thought I saw him fall, like, affected by gravity. Like I said, at least for the stream, I will just be trying to get all the elements. If I get all the nickels along the way, cool. If not, we'll come back with the map. Oh, duh. I don't know what I was thinking. So I have to go here. Okay. This is Ace's real least favorite. Oh, I do remember hearing about that. At the very least, they got some nice, what is this, Silver Surfer? What is that? I don't know what that is, but it looks either deadly or cool. Or both, honestly. Discovered a speedrunning shortcut. Ooh, okay, okay. So it's at least got some speedrun potential, so I'm saying. Whoa, this is a weird boss to fight here. Oh gosh, I'm trying to like sneak a shot in. Not making it easy. Come on. Oh gosh. Bro! Let me hit you! Oh my word. Okay, that took a while. The glow orb is a trinket. They are required for the 3rd element. Oh jeez, okay. I want to see what that is. I set up base to the east of the crossroads. That's the name I've given to Sector 14. Literally, the name refers to its intersection of 4 subsectors, but the name is metaphorically appropriate as well. Once you go along the upwards or downwards path, as with the crossroads of folk legend, you must travel that path until you die. What if I go this way? Whoa. I assume this is a map. I've created this map. Okay, yeah, wow. I'm so intuitive. Give me a gold fucking sticker, bro. Anyway, based on my scans of the sector, noble nickels and shiny trinkets are specified by N and T respectively. C denotes a checkpoint, X denotes an enemy guarding an energy element. If you're reading this, feel free to take a picture. Oh, bro, I don't know. It says Captain's Log, and you don't read the part where it says Captain Log. I guess you have to do that. Plumber's Log, number 67, you know? Yeah, I guess so. Captain's Log. I've hidden one of the trinkets in the series of teleporters to my left. There are 2 in the orange subsector above me, and 2 in the green subsector below, and there's no reach in the one in the purple subsector from here. I'm not gonna remember all that, bro. Alright, that's it. Ooh, okay, that was a nice sound effect. Let's go down. Okay. I assume we go left, flip gravity, and then go, yep. Exactly what I thought. Okay, hold on, I gotta remember what was on the far right. It was, okay, this. Yeah. Sound effect is from 6V. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, I was like, can I make that? Trinket! I've got a trinket! I held left. You gotta believe me, I held left. What? Oh my god. Whatever. Oh, yeah, those are spikes. I was slow. I didn't see that. Bro, that sent me so far back. Whatever. Ooh, hi. Hold on, hold on. It's a nightmare to obtain. Oh, joy. And this got tier 9 somehow. Oh, yes. Maybe a hot take. That's twice I held right. Or, I held the direction, rather. Maybe a hot take. We're making a good Mega Man level. Do not make a good Mega Man game. Or even sub-game. That's why I'm also not looking forward to... What's it called? Bakery Man in number 3. Oh, shit. No. Jeez. Just do that. There we go. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna tank the damage. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm so ass, which I'll admit, but like, damn. Rather play Bakery Man than this. I mean, hey, maybe. Oh, oops. Take me away! I got 2 thingies. I don't know if it's gonna mean anything. Oh, I thought it was gonna take them all out. Oh gosh. Oh. I'm just gonna go here. What's here? It's Gravity Man again! Oh no! Oh, he's normal. Okay, never mind. Somewhat. Seems slower. The Gravity Man seems slow. Huh. Oh well. Alright, I got an element. Let's go! Let's go! I assume I have to get all the trinkets in one run. Okay. What's this way? Oh, a nickel! What does this say? Captain's log. Ha! Nobody will ever get this one. Whoa. Hi. Aw. I died. Alright. Yeah. I think... Let me try finding element 2, and then we'll probably just have to make a whole stream about this level. Finding the rest of the stuff. If I'm being honest, I could pair it with, like, finding the nickels of the other levels I have yet to find, but... Until then! Probably for the best. How did I fuck that up? Ooh, that's embarrassing. I can get that nickel, though. That's not too bad. Veni Vidi Vici, or some of that. Oh, come on. This is tough. How? No! Oh, come on. You can do it. Come on. Bloody hell. try it again. There we go. Coming in hot! Oh shit. Okay, that's one. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Woo-hoo-hoo. I did it! Yay! Go me! Alright, where do I go? Oh gosh. Okay. I just hold right? Unlikely. I mean, I can. Maybe I do. Let's see. Gotta pay attention to the non-nickel way. Let's see. No, there's spikes there. If I did this. Ooh, I found something. What is this? Okay. There's an easier way? So I see. Oh. Damn it. Oh. I tried. Is there a checkpoint? Is there a checkpoint? Is there a checkpoint? There's no fucking checkpoint! Oh my word! How do you even get that normally? Do you have to super arrow or something? I'd assume. Alright, let's try it again. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll give it another try. Let's see if I can do it. I gotta get pretty damn close to the side. Alright, let's see. I'm getting better at that at least. Okay. UB skip. Okay. That sounds like a skip and a half. Oh, it was a good attempt. Alright, what is this skip? What am I doing? Discord screen name. Oh, interesting. Make our way to the map room. Alright. Gosh, I'm gonna have to try to remember how to do that. I think we're just this and then to the right. Okay. Oh, I gotta fight this bonker. Can I just... Kind of. Yeah, come on. Yeah! Alright, map room acquired. What now? Yeah. Oh. go up in the previous room. Okay. I assume I do this. So you counter a boss door, but do not go through it. Oops. Ooh, I'm red. Get hooked on the nasty whatever. I remember that. Come on. Okay. I found a nickel, sure. Nickel acquired. Oh wow, okay. Well, that sucks. I can just do that. Okay. I think... I timed it wrong. Okay, alright, now we wait. Now. There we go. So... Huh? There's this. This. Wait. There we go. There's a trinket, okay. Now. Do I go here then? Okay. Alright, YOLO. Oh, I died. I did it. A toughie. Ooh. There we go. Okay, let's get that, and then... No, I'm not that good. Okay. Let's do this, rather. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just slowly across. Oh shit. Okay, that's fine. Oh, the trinket. Okay, I don't care. Alright, I'm here. I think I'm here. Don't go into the boss door. I believe you fall up where that devil is. Okay. Okay. What do I do? This works. I can shoot low enough. I died. Fucking back here. Oh, you're a shield. I forgot. I was like, there's a shield. I don't know what it is. It's Jewel. That's right. Oh, stop. Excuse me. This is not too bad. So I just did this. And then we do that, and then... is that. Okay. I see. It's a lot slower. Oh, I missed a nickel, but oh well. Okay. Oh, I assume this is it. Alright, now we just pulp him with shots. Even though I think, yeah, that is 3, so let's do that. I did it! Yay! Thanks for that. That was a fun skip. Alright, yeah, let's let's leave it there. I'll probably dedicate a stream for that silly level. It's not bad, it's just it is not a level, quote unquote, but anyway. Judges, what do you got? Pyro with a 43. Very interesting and creative level, but some design issues prevent me from liking it as much as I'd like to. The first 3 Noble Nickels are the biggest offenders, really. The Veni VC one isn't terrible, but I feel like some of the spike maneuvers are a tiny bit too tight. The chill block route is fine to actually get onto, but I'm not a fan of the Big Eye room because if you get bad RNG, then it can force you to either use a utility or die. I really don't like the auto-scroller route, though. The first part has some really precise spike dodging, and it just is not fun. Second part, with the dust blocks, it's sometimes really unclear what you have to do, and I died a lot trying to figure it out. Also, it feels like whenever you get a trinket or nickel, a lot of the time there's no way out other than dying. Interesting. Especially trinkets, since they don't save on level completion. There's not many one-way screen transitions, so it's hard to return to the main hub with your trinkets without dying. However, past the complaints there, this level is fantastic. Thank you for providing a map. It was a bit hard to understand at first because of the lack of "you are here" marker, but once I figured it out, it was extremely helpful and it eliminated loads of guesswork. The reverse gravity is used very, very well here, and I love the interactions with the count bombs. The Yoku sections are really cool and varied too, and as an exploration level, it's pulled off incredibly well because no one path takes very long to play. But the actual playtime comes from trying to 100% it. The 6V references are really funny and clever, and the bonus 6V area is really fun, and I adore the little touches with the room name. The boss fight with Captain Viridian, which I do know is in this, is really fun, and the fights with engine default bosses aren't too shabby either. I love how you pulled off the Mecha Dragon fight. Overall, the level is really, really good and incredibly well built, but there's just a few flaws that bring it down and prevent it from being truly amazing. Hornet 36. Wow, this level is absolutely huge. There are 3 energy elements and several different paths to go with collectibles along the way. However, I think this level is a bit too excessive, and it can be annoying having to backtrack all over the place to find everything. It takes an hour or 2 to explore the entire place and get every single item. It felt kind of like a smaller version of Smash Bros. Brawl's Great Maze. Oh, funny. However, I took as many routes as I could find. The Yoku block puzzles were nice, but one of them requires the player to make some really wide jumps. The difficulty isn't very consistent. The auto-scrolling sections on the top route were insanely hard. My biggest issue was the stage was the amount of teleporters. I wouldn't mind those by themselves, but this stage is so big that it takes about 10 seconds to load, so it can be annoying having to wait for several times in a row. Yikes, I can imagine. Overall, I think this was a good level. It just felt like a bit too much at parts. That's all. Holy shinoli jolly. Okay, E with the 45. Submitting a level like this to a contest is a really risky move if you ask me, since what this is more closely resembling is a full game rather than a standard level. And again, as I've said, this is make a good Mega Man level, not fan game, but I digress. I think it's a level that needs time and dedication put into a playthrough in order to be truly appreciated. This level is massive, as evident by the map and endless collectibles that can be found if you're up for an extra challenge. The map was a really helpful inclusion in this level, and while I think it's silly that you need to take a screenshot of it, it makes traversing the sector less painful to traverse. As far as difficulty is concerned, this level does a really good job at introducing several gimmicks in their own scheduled area, or secluded areas, and ramping up their difficulty as you go along. In a sense, this level can be described as a variety of interwoven levels. I really enjoyed this level as a whole, and this secret exit for getting all the trinkets is easily my favorite section, being a huge 6V nerd myself. That said, the level does have its issues. For example, many sections in the level are unfortunately completely trivialized by the player's utility items. Another point of criticism is that I found the autoscroller sections to be rather precise at times, and the noble nickel in the section can easily lead to an unfair death. I collected it while upside down and find myself stuck in that little box. In addition to this, accessing and proceeding in that area can quickly use up the player's weapon energy for various utility items. I also wish it would have saved trinkets across playthroughs, not just death. So yeah, overall I gotta stress that this level/game really needs a few hours of dedication in order to be truly appreciated. Few hours? Bloody hell, thank God for skip teleporters. Alright, Guerreri with a 42. I gotta say, I'm more than impressed. I don't think there's a single level in this game that is more creative than this one. I really like how well the stage layout was used with different creative gimmicks. I also had a lot of fun exploring the stage and finding new secret paths. I also appreciate the inclusion of a map, but it's honestly not done that well. However, I unfortunately can't call this a perfect level. The level design isn't top-notch, with many sections requiring trial and error, extremely precise movement, or a combination of the two. Additionally, I think that there's one noble nickel that you can't get without dying. Also, I'm slightly upset over the fact that if you wish to collect all the trinkets, there are various points of no return scattered across the stage, meaning you'll have to restart the whole level to get them. Is that right? Oh gosh. Finally, there's a lot of sections that can easily be broken through using special weapons, but seriously, even though this stage has so many problems, the concept behind it is absolutely fantastic, and I really appreciate the effort put into it. Would it not have the problems I mentioned, it would easily be a perfect stage in my eyes. Ooh, Ace with the 24. I have a fair bit to say about this level. Interesting concept, it's basically a mini exploration title in a single level. The use of gravity flippers in a novel way is great, and individually, most areas of this level are, by themselves, good. If sometimes great. Hell, the stage is so convoluted it comes with a map, which unfortunately is not a mini-map a la Metroid, but a single level that would be hard to program. Look, this stage is also incredibly frustrating. Does not take the fact it relies on instant death into account with its checkpoints, defies basic player knowledge at times, and asks for far too many finicky movements in succession that any fun with this level, concept, and music is killed stone dead. I had to quit this stage and do something else 4 times. 4! Every time I reached some sort of stopping point, I'd take it. This is one of the few stages where I did not want to keep playing, but felt like I had to get a full experience. First major drawback. The lack of background. The entire stage is almost entirely black, and this is a major detriment to the player's enjoyment and actively hinders the stage a lot. There is no way whatsoever to tell what is and isn't a pit in this level. It'd be nice to know that in advance before the player throws themselves down into the abyss. The map provided color code sections. These sections are the same basic tile set and the rest of the stage uses, so that the player can be left rather confused as to what sector they are in. More background details were definitely needed, if only to help lessen some of the confusion. The second major problem with this level, the instant death. It's not handled well, especially given how exacting the requirements are every so often. What kills your stage dead in my eyes is the Mecha Dragon route. The spike drop is harsh, the auto-scrolling segment is worse. The final few maneuvers, all of which must be done in a strict time limit thanks to the scroller, are extremely tight and use a mechanic that is not entirely natural to the player's timing. Not only is there no checkpoint between the spike drop and the auto-scroller, there is no break at all in this section. Sometimes it is not a matter of how long a segment is, but how difficult the challenge in question is. Any of these segments, although hard, would have been fine by themselves. Combined, they ruin this sector. Whew, okay, keep going. To give credit where it is due, the second auto-scrolling segment is rather fun, very well designed, and actually has a checkpoint. I did such good for this community? Apparently, yeah. The Gravity Man route is a tad weird. The Oku block area, surprisingly, is fine. The Count Bomb route has a jump in the stage, which up until this point has not required weapons, seemingly requiring a weapon to bypass, or if it doesn't, that jump must be pixel perfect or something, because Mega Man saw the bottom of that pit many, many times. Either way, it comes out of nowhere. Finally, there are collectibles, the nickels, and the new trinkets. Here's the final nail in the stage's coffin. Getting this sometimes requires the player to die after collecting them. This is really counterintuitive and goes against any instinct the player would have. The endgame after the trinkets is rather good, but by this point the player has played the stage for an awful long time and probably wants to leave, so it comes off as irritating. The fact that trinkets are not saved between attempts at the level doesn't help. The new boss, it exists. Yep, the alternative attack pattern it uses exactly once is rather fun, if lasting for a bit too long, and spends the rest of the battle doing absolutely nothing threatening whatsoever. If you'd mixed these up a bit, the fight would have been entertaining. Overall, great concept for a level, but man, this level annoyed the life out of me. Alright, so you have some very mixed thoughts about that level. Level is also Shinryu's least favorite. That's one of the judges for 3, correct? Like the dragon-looking guy? I'm afraid we've never really met. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Alright. 14th, we have from Lung _ Truffle Man with a 39. Alrighty, I'm gonna go watch it real quick, another 30 seconds. Alrighty, let's get it. We have 1 element and 3 noble nickels. Onward. Truffle Man from TB, or the score from TB. 43. 12th favorite. Okay. First things first. Oh, you always gotta check left. I think it's funny. I know it came like way later in the 2D era of games, but the one thing that taught me to always check left is King Knight from Shovel Knight. It's like the first level you can play that isn't the intro stage. And it's like, hey, go left. Yeah, this is pretty fun. It's truffle based, if you couldn't tell. But I do like the custom enemies. And then I don't want to pull too much. Ooh, I love this mini boss. They're fun. I don't want to pull too much from the stage. In fact, I don't know why the fuck I'm bringing this up at all. But bro, I got Domino's the other day, and I haven't tried this before, but they had a deal going, so I got their like stuffed crust pizza. Oh my word, dude! I haven't had a stuffed crust pizza that good. Pretty damn good. Anyway, tangent aside. Yeah, I don't know why I like this. I don't even know if it's like a mini boss. It's just like an enemy, but I love it. Like it's like explosion blast. Domino's peak. Oh. I gotta think of like what my favorite place is. Like we're not including like a mom and pop shop. Like that one always rules. I'm talking about like chain restaurant or something. I might have to give it to Domino's. I want to say Pizza Hut, but it's honestly hit or miss. Oh damn, that was a 3 damage mid shot. Okay. Huh. Yeah, like Pizza Hut, it's either really good or really mid. And it's not even like where I get it, it's just like if I get it. And there's not like one thing on the menu where I'm like, oh, this is always good. I'm like, this is always mid. You know? Give me health. No. Oh gosh. Just don't hold jump, except there. There we go. Oh, I'm singing again, sorry. Oh gosh, I haven't been paying attention to Lenobo Nickels. No! 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 I died. Cracks on the wall. Oh, that's right. I remember this one had like a weird one. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. Ooh, that was close. Oh, why'd I do that? No, it bamboozled me! The health was not... No. I am indeed a Lazar. A Lazar. Lazar. Oh my gosh, dude, stop. Damn, okay. There we go. Boing! 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 Don't worry about you. Okay. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Alright, Truffle the Fluffle. What do you got? Ow. What the hell? That is not very truffly of you. I suck. Oh, is it? The platform doesn't respawn. I feel this room is the stage's biggest flaw. Let's try this again. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay, I'm kind of getting it. And goodbye. Alright. I gotta find the nickels, but hopefully it's not too bad. I got 1. Wow. I've been demoted to average nickel finder. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I'm looking for cracks. Oh, I see one! I see one! Okay. That's another one. It's too busy talking about Domino's Pizza. Couldn't find the cracks in the walls, and they're in the walls. What else? Is there one here? No. No. How about here? No. This is before the last platform. Okay. Let's see. Alright, let's see. What are you weak to? Is it this? 2. 1. 1. 2. And you are affected. 1, 2. Ah, this is your weakness, except I'm gonna die. Whee! Okay. Give me health. I died. Was not to be. I am a loser. A lot of things are weak to it? Oh. Is that right? I know a lot of things, well, I don't know about a lot, but like, there are a few things weak to, not this one. Weak to Super Arrow, too. Like, I keep forgetting it's not just a utility. Oh, I think I see it. Yeah. I got it! Alright, cool. Level done. Okay. Pyro at the 38. Pretty neat level. The custom enemies are actually super neat and adorable, and they're used and combined in interesting ways. I really like the enemy that shoots the wave of explosions. Yes, someone gets it, bro. Someone gets it. It's used in some pretty neat rooms, and it's interesting to work around. I'm not sure if I like how the noble nickels were hidden, though. 2 or 3 of them are behind breakable walls that took me a couple playthroughs. I'm trying to remember my first time. I think I was the same. I think I had to have the map tool, and then I was like, wait, what the fuck? There's a room here. Anyway, I had to guess. Both the mini-boss and boss were impressive and a lot of fun to fight. And the levels just fun in general. I don't like the final stretch before the boss, though, with the moving mushroom platform. It's a huge pain to try and kill the mushroomettes while trying to stay caught up with the platform. Yes, I had that same freaking problem, except it's more because I suck. But we don't talk about it. Take responsibility for my god-awful platforming, or blame you. Blame you wins hands down. You know. Yeah, a huge pain in the ass. I feel like a better enemy choice would have made that section more fluid and fun. I still really like most of the level, though. It's just super fun and creative. I assume you talk about the walls, the crack in the wall. I agree, but I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm of course saying it now, ball knowledge, of course. I'm of course saying it now, but it's like, you know, you see like one crack. I don't know if I'd think, oh, I can shoot this. I'd probably just think like, oh, aesthetic, you know? I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Before I read this, I think one thing I would do is kind of something they do in the old Doom games, where it's like you discolor a wall. Like you make it slightly darker, slightly brighter, and that's how you make a secret. That's kind of what I like. Because, you know, it's hard to notice if you're not paying attention, but it's still like, oh yeah, anyone could see that, you know? But that's my 2 cents. Hornet with the high 45. That level really felt like something out of a fan game. The custom enemies were great, and the bouncing mushroom gimmick was executed very well. The small bouncing mushrooms were placed in ways that were fun without being too hard for the level. The big ones went fast enough to keep you on your toes, but slow enough that you could catch up to them if you fell behind. The mini-boss was also fun to fight. It was spammy, but fair because it didn't have much invincibility time, if any. My main issue is that the stage was a little too short. I probably agree with that. I wanted to play more. Truffleman himself looks really cool, and the fight was fun. But that laser attack takes up a bit too much space. Overall, fantastic level. Does it take up a lot of space? I'd say, I don't know, honestly. Like when I found him the second time, I didn't really have much trouble. Like you just kind of like stay in your confined space and hope, you know, Truffleman doesn't jump on you, but I don't know. Oh, okay, a bit lower, 31 from E. Pretty nice level. I like the mushroom-themed enemies and how they behave, though I'm kind of sad that the level forgot about 2 of its enemies after the first room. Sad face. Aside from that, it's pretty consistent and has a nice flow to it. I like the mid-boss, but I have some problems with Truffleman himself. Aside from his buster dealing a lot of damage and often chasing me down after I thought I had already dodged it, since every bullet homes individually, rather than being a streak of 3 in the same direction, he limits off the arena, often causing the player to be right next to him, which is not where you want to be when a robot mushroom is tossing peas at you. I think he could have been more interesting if he utilized the pollen bombs from some of the enemies in the level instead of cutting off parts of the arena. That's actually not a bad idea. The level itself is mostly fine, though I'm not a fan of the last section before the boss. Ooh, so that's 2 mentions of the part before the boss. The truffle mets on the platform have to be taken out quickly, or else the player will miss their ride. Placing a non-shielded enemy on the ride would have made getting back on the platform more reliable to accomplish. Very true. Overall, the stage doesn't do much, but it has a nice theme and it's fun to play. Alright, Big G with a 35. It's a pretty good level. The stage layout is actually very solid, however there are some issues, such as with certain enemies being too difficult to avoid, or noble nickels that are too hard to find. I like the mushroom enemies too. Other than that, there's not much else considerably interesting in the stage, but it's still one I enjoy. Woo! A 46 from Ace! So here comes this level, feeling like it is straight out of the official games, more or less, good stuff. The negatives to the stage, I think the color palette is a bit drab and boring. The spring mushrooms and enemy mushrooms should have at least been different colors to help lessen confusion between what is an enemy and a gimmick. And I felt like it was very bizarre that the mid-boss had a greater range of attacks than the Robot Master. The weirdest bit of the stage, the single solitary Catonbion, I'm gonna call it that, Catonbion. For Mega Man 6 that shows up randomly and isn't used again. Bear in mind, this is all very minor, not minor, very nitpicky stuff. I guess the only real issue here is it is not the most creative stage out there. This stage gets enemies and gimmicks and gimmick conveyance spot. Oh my god, I can't read. Sorry, let me start over. The stage gets enemy and gimmick conveyance spot on, and the theming is completely consistent and well joined. Strange dragonflies aside, and finally, it makes full use of every gimmick to its full effect. I have a slight issue with the master. The fact that lasers are suddenly introduced to the stage is a bit off-putting, but I think, but this is yet again a nitpick. He seems pretty difficult, but also pretty fair once you get used to him. I agree, the lasers weren't bad, but they did throw me off. I think I said like, this isn't truffly, but oh well. As far as good Mega Man levels go, this counts, and in my opinion, ticks every box. Good work. Oh, sorry, great work. Ooh, big difference. You like how the stage looked? I think it looked fine. I can understand the drab and boring part, but I liked it. It's not bad by any means, not my personal opinion. Are you one of the few people that actually knows who I am? If you are, then you deserve a nice big cookie. Dude, I could go down for a cookie. 13th. We have from, oh gosh. Kuno Sachiaka, we have Mount Saber, 39.4. Oh, I think this is a reference to something. I can't remember the game. I always hear the game, or like see the title, and then I forget. Torno. Simia scaled the mountain to rescue the residents of Leaf from the grip of the Dragonian army, but he's been gone for far too long. I'm afraid our hero may be in danger and needs your help. Go after him and see what you can find out. Have a safe journey. Very good pronouncing the screen name on a first try. I've tried my best. Oh, okay. They're not enemies. What is this game? I always forget. Crystalis, that's right, that's right. For some reason I was thinking Star Tropics. I'm like, no, not even close. It's a game full of guide dingots. Can't say I've heard of that. Is that saying like you're very reliant on a guide for like 90% of that? Because I know that. It's from a little game I like to call Legend of Zelda 2. Aw, I missed. Gosh, you guys are tanky! Oh, I think this is a bolt. That's funny. Guide, dang it. I'm gonna have to remember that. Oh! You messed up my jump! Oh, whoops. Okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting when the ice melts, you fall for like a few frames. And I always hit jump. Oh, jeez. I always hit jump as I'm falling, which, as you can see, does not help. Oh my god, why there's so many of you? Oh, I got a mushroom. Ooh. And they say mushrooms are bad for you. I don't know. Yeah, what are my guide, dang it? Legend of Zelda 2, that one kicked my ass. Especially in that one, like, mazy part. Like, Dungeon 5 or whatever. What's another one? OG Final Fantasy. Pretty much all the, I suck. I'm so bad. Let's see, the OG Final Fantasy, and then what's the other one? Dragon Quest. Or Dragon Warrior. As we got it in the US. Which, by the way, the Dragon Warrior box art, pretty good. Gotta give props. Alright, hold on. I gotta lock in. This one's killed me twice. Kinda ass? I mean, I do have to give it props. I, myself, am not a big fan of those types of games. I won't lie, though. If you were, like, a young guy back in the 80s or 90s or whatever than that, and your parents are like, alright, you get one game for, like, the next 4 months, it's not a bad idea to go for those ones, because at the very least, you're playing that game for a long-ass time. But nowadays, like, now I can just look up, like, where to go and all that, it's like, if grinding becomes a necessity in a game, it's like, I'll pass, you know? Although, yeah, it could be done right. Like, Pokemon, I don't really have that issue. Although, I guess you don't really have to grind. I mean, hell, look at Gen 2. They got, like, level 70s. And every playthrough I see, it's like, oh, here's my level 40 Pikachu or whatever. Just decimating him. Oh, yeah, very true, very true. Well, wasn't Dragon Quest also the one with, like, the ye old language? It's like, ye struck the slime, ye dealt 5 damage. I think that's Dragon Warrior. That one made me laugh. Ye received 60 experience points. Would ye like to save? Yes, okay. Oh gosh. Whoa! Oh my gosh. No! That's health! No! Okay, that's health too. Let me just take that and be on my merry way. Yeah, I remember quoting that for a bit. I was like, you receive no bitches. Oh, bro. Yeah, out of here. How do I get the health? Probably can't. Wow, you're just gonna tease me with all this loot that I can't get. Okay. Oops, I'm stupid. Oh, gosh. Because you told me to. There we go. Fucking hell, I keep mistiming it. Oh, Hornets. Yeah, okay, actually fair. I forgot I had that. I gotta get this timing down. That's health. Yeah. Oh gosh. Woo! That works, sure. Okay. So boom, boom. Ow. Okay. Ooh. Oh gosh. No! Keeps calling me a loser, even though I deserve it. I guess I could just go fast. Oh my days, I suck. Alright, this one, you're getting this. Yeah. Even then, I think I almost screwed it up. Alright, health. Nice. Alright, you're being annoying. Yeah, there you go. Bro, I am so bad! What are you? Whee! That's kind of cool. Whee! Trying to make it seem like I'm walking up a bridge. Nope, I'm climbing the bridge. Uh-oh. Unknown. He's already dead. No pulse. That's it. Alright, gloves coming off. Who I gotta beat up? It's, Kobesk. I am the great General Kobesk. I am one of Dragonia's finest 4. You better hope you're a high enough level to damage me. They don't tell you these things in the instruction manual. Oh god. I think I'm a high enough level. Kind of a pushover. Ooh, no damage! No dabblage! Ooh! Yay! Are the rest of the villagers okay? I really appreciate your efforts. This madman with crazy eyebrows came down in a floating capsule and trapped Zuya. Is that what dude? Who looks like a fish when he jumps in here with me. You must put an end to his devious plans. He accidentally left behind this strange glowing orb. Take it with you. Surely it will aid you on your quest. Nah, I'm just leaving, bro. Dabblage. Yes, I do have a habit of saying dabblage. Don't ask why, I just think it's funny. The problem with Chrysalis right there. So I assume that means like it's hinting at the fact that you have to be a certain level to do damage at all, and that pissed off some people, because I haven't played Chrysalis. That's just my intuition. Alright, anyway. 40 from Pyro. Oh hey, more references. I don't get. Very interesting level, though I'm not sure if I like the first half all that much. I don't really think it introduces the new enemies and its concepts very well. Excuse me. Where was I? And the usage of the melting ice blocks is okay at best. And there's a couple awkward jumps that annoy me. Also, the zombies don't actually run into you. They stop right in front of you once the, once the level gets to the second half, though, it gets a lot more interesting, with some actually pretty difficult setups involving those Soundwave enemies. It actually plays really well, and I like it a lot. The level also has a lot of charm going for it too, with funny dialogue through it, and it just seeming really clashy in an adorable way, seeing Mega Man just running around in what seems to just be your typical NES RPG that didn't actually leave Japan. So while the first half is pretty weak, the rest of the level is strong enough that I can still call it a pretty great level. 41 from Hornet. This is so cool! I have no idea what game this level is based off of, but I really liked it nonetheless. My main issue was with the cave section. The green dratini looking thing, that's funny. The green dratini looking things and the spiders spammed way too much. Nah, Hornet, that's a skill issue. I know because I too have it. It's okay. It's okay. We're just not that good at dodging sonic booms from dratini, okay? We gotta own up to it. The bats were annoying, and it seemed like my shots went through them. I do agree, sometimes it did seem like they went through, but they moved like towards you at a snail's pace, so it wasn't that bad. Also, the boss is pretty boring, and it felt like more could have been done with it. Still, the level is pretty fun, and overall has a nice aesthetic, making it an enjoyable experience. Whoa! 46! From E! What a charming stage. It feels like an adventure, and somehow the top-down plus side-scroller mix works beautifully. It's a bit long, but really well designed, and doesn't suffer much from its aesthetic either. I think if it was stripped from all its custom graphics, it'd still hold up as a fun and interesting stage. I think the enemies here have a bit too much HP, and some jumps and sections can be rather tricky to overcome, especially when relying on the buster, but this stage is great regardless. Big G with the 37. I kind of feel bad not knowing what franchise this level makes reference to, so I think that's 4 of 4 judges so far. Like, I don't know what this is. Even that aside, I really like the ideas used and how... Wait, I liked the ideas used and how they were used. Okay, I see. The only part I didn't like was right before the boss gate, where it took me a long time to figure out that you can actually climb the blue wall like a ladder. Yes, this. This. Funny. Other than that, the level design is fairly solid, although I didn't like the very precise ice block section, and a few other places with enemies requiring precision or timing to avoid. Other than that, there's not much else I could say about this one, except that I really liked it. It says Flashman85 knew what game it was when he did the results stream. Ooh, okay, so someone knew. Oh no, a 5 for 5. I can see it now. Ace with the 33. I have no idea what this stage is a reference to, admittedly. Oh dear. But it is a neat idea for a level. And that is really all this is. A clever idea that is not expanded upon to any great depths. Ooh, okay, so he doesn't like it all that much. You nailed the look of the stage though. It's seriously unique. Mega Man traversing an overhead landscape? Cool. Nothing in the level actually taking advantage of this unique opportunity? Boo! At the very least, nothing feels like it's pointless or added for no reason. So, the level is at least coherent. Still, by purely platforming standards, it's fun enough. Your new enemy assets are solid, even if a few of them perhaps had a little too much health. The zombies come to mind. Yes, I agree. I wish I had seen more platforming gimmicks of some description, especially if you weren't going to take advantage of the level situation with the enemies. There's only one unique non-enemy gimmick in the stage, towards the end of the level. I really wish it was more than a mere cutscene in practice though. Oh, the thing that shoots you up. Yeah. Other neat features were the opportunities to talk to the NPCs. I kind of wish there were more of them, honestly, as the writing isn't half bad. The boss was alright. I am rather surprised I've never heard or never saw him use that sword of his, which he showed off in the intro. Maybe just another attack would have benefited him from being ultimately really forgettable. I'm glad he showed up all the same. Great idea and wonderful attention to detail too. Alas, the execution is utterly average. Could have done with a bit more of a push to utilize the advantage the concept had. Okay, so it wasn't like your stage is ass, it's just like, you know, more could have been done. I can see that. I can see that. I've been trying to make it... Bleh. I've been trying to make up space jokes, but coming with a good punchline is a huge pain in the asteroid! Guts, man, this is a kid's game. Said no one. Oh shit! Speaking of, Flashman85 with Gutsman's Asteroid. A flat 40 coming in 12th. Oh, I know this one. This one's super short if you... Yeah, okay. Dr. Light. Man, Can you hear me? This spaceship is carrying supplies, rare materials, and for some reason, innocent puppies for Wily's new asteroid base. I need you to go through the engine room and take control of the bridge so we can bring the cargo back home safely. Expect heavy resistance on the bridge. Wily has undoubtedly sent his best robots to defend this cargo. Oh, and what do you know? You go left. Ooh, a nickel! 40 out of 50. Try not to die to Eddie's napalm drill or you miss out on a great Easter egg. Uh-oh. This is a level that takes 20 seconds. Yeah, because what, you just do this and you win? Yep, here it is. Right here. And that's the level, guys. Good stuff, good stuff. Definitely a tier 9. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. There's more, there's more. Also, what's up, wherever? Warumbla, the whore guy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Harumi Zoom Zoom. Nah, that's a horrid nickname. Holy shit. I'll see myself out. Anyway. Oops. Or, you know, you could overload the power core and blow up the spaceship. I swear, when I build your replacement, I'll make sure it's a pacifist who never wants to blow up anything. Luckily, you've landed on the asteroid where Wily's constructing his new base. Why don't you see what else you can destroy? Damn, okay. Okay, well, assuming I'm playing as Mega Man, I just defeated Wily like 100 times. And all of a sudden, I destroy a rocket ship full of puppies, and bro gets super sad. Okay, listen. We have to take risks, Dr. Light. Oh, I think there's one up here. Woo! I keep thinking the mushroom is a bad thing, like from Mario Lost Levels. I keep thinking it's a poison mushroom. Nope, it's health. Oh gosh. Taking it easy. Okay, so what am I doing? Don't die to Eddie's napalm drill or you miss out on an Easter egg. Oh, I think I remember. Didn't remember that. Oops. Loser, loser, loser. I need it like every time I die. I need that one thing from SpongeBob where it's like, what is it? It's like the Queen Jellyfish call it. It's like loser, loser. That's what I need. I've heard this call before. I bet you have. Loser, loser. Oh no, there's a. Hold on. I think that's a secret. Could be wrong. Let me just check. I've heard this call before. I bet you have. Oh, funny. OG SpongeBob is funny. Oh, come on. There we go. Whee! Oh, well, I don't know if it's a secret. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, but we're out of milk. Bring some back on your way home from outer space. Yeah, let me just go to, like, the freaking pizza planet for a thing of milk. Don't worry, boss. Oh, a nickel. I want you. Do I want to touch any of these? I don't know. No, that was my answer. Although, that would have made it easier, but still. We already killed them. Ooh, true. We can get the strawberry milk. We got it to. We got it to Light. We're like, listen, bro. The milk put up a fight. You're using strawberry milk for your Cheerios now. Do these guys even do anything? He's just standing there, menacingly. Okay, I don't need you. Goodbye. Oh, just made it harder. Oh. I was like, what do I do? Come on. I'm waiting for it. Like, I'm anxiously anticipating it. I don't want to miss this supposed Easter egg that I've actually never seen before, come to think of it. Whoa. Uh-oh. What if I do this? No. Okay, I thought it was a secret. Is this a secret? Probably not. But no. Okay. Whee! Oh, there's one there. Ah, I see. We do that, and we do that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. The fuck? Oh, shit. Never mind. Oh. Yes, okay, I do remember that. The fuck? What? Guts, man. Durner. Oh, shit. No! I died anyway. It was bound to happen. Durner. I don't need the eating. Dude, time to grind. Oh, wait, hold on. Time to grind. Time to grind. Yeah. It's not the same as the other one, though. Is this anything? No. What do you want, bro? These boulder dispensers are on a proximity trigger, so please refrain from charging past them like a woozy water buffalo. It's becoming difficult to find replacement parts to rebuild you. Why, my last shipment of materials never arrived because the delivery person blew it up. Okay, bro. Okay. Also, it appears the asteroid is now hurtling toward the sun. My soap opera should be over before you get incinerated. So keep exploring until I'm ready to teleport you out. Bruh, you're an ass. All this over some fucking puppies and milk. Oh shit. Don't kill me! Give me health though. Give me health. That's not health. 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 Alright, that'll do. Oh shit. What the hell? What the fuck? Dude, I'm so ass. Isn't there an Easter egg here? I thought I remember seeing one here. I tried to jump. I've been stunned. Ow. Okay, dude, I suck. Oh, I keep jumping too soon. No, don't jump backwards. Yeah, okay, now jump backwards. Dude, that's funny. Okay, hold on. I want to see. I'm pretty sure there's a secret at the boss that I saw during one of my trivia questions. Let me just see. I'm not missing anything. The Gutsman one was funny though. Where am I? Here it is. Gutsman asteroid. In the room with the Gutsman duo, enter the boulder tube on the far right and follow it downward. So, enter it on the far right. Oh. Okay. What does this do? Oh, that's literally it. Okay, this is all you do. Okay. Cool. Okay. So if you want to high five the Gutsmans, there you go. The Gutsmen? The Men of Guts? Something like that. Oh, you can talk to them. Oh, I didn't know! It didn't say that in the wiki! It just says you can visit the other ones. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know now. The wiki didn't say talk to them. Oh well. I'm sure I missed a couple more Easter eggs anyway. What do we got? Pyro with the 44. Really nice level. The whole plot of the level and the dialogue is really funny, and there were many moments that caught me by surprise, like the spaceship blowing up and Eddie. The mining theme of the level is pulled off really well, and there's a bunch of mining theme gimmicks that are introduced well, and in a safe environment, and the difficulty is properly ramped up. I love the usage of the drill man lights. It's a complete subversion of their intended use, and it's really neat. I was also very pleasantly surprised to see the napalm drills get usage too, considering their function in the game. Probably the only part I don't really like is the part with the drill man rocks, but I feel like that's less just it being not as good and more just me being terrible at dealing with them. Why can't it be both? Nah, I'm kidding. The boss was neat and funny, but I feel like the arena got a bit too cramped at times due to it having lots of drill man rock spawners in it. That's why I went to the left, admittedly. But they're just some tiny complaints in an otherwise pretty great level, and it's overall super fun to play. Also, I found that hidden Yasichi. I forget that's a heart. I keep wanting to say uwo. No, it's a heart. It's a heart. Oh man, anyway, poured it with a 35. Man, who knew Dr. Light was so good at dry humor? Yeah, anyway. This was a pretty fun level. I really enjoyed the space challenge it provided. My main issue was the room where Eddie is just sitting there until he shows an instant death drill in your face. That's not fair to the player because they won't see it coming. It's not terrible because there's a checkpoint in the same room, but it's still pretty annoying. I think it's funny. I don't know about annoying. It's just like, what the hell? And then you spawn. You're like, oh, okay, that happened. A few sections toward the end went a bit crazy with the falling rocks too. The boss, on the other hand, was a super fun and unexpected fight against two Gutsman. Or is it Gutsmen? I don't know. E with the 42. Really cool journey. I like the progression in this level, going deeper and deeper into the asteroid. This level's use of drills was pretty creative, and to be honest, I kinda wish you put more focus on them throughout. That's the first time I've seen that emoticon. Anyway, Eddie's secret weapon is the best thing ever, though. Sometimes I found the enemies to be pretty tricky to get to, or the rocks to be slightly too frequent to make it past safely, but aside from that, I really like their placement. I also like the little secrets hidden in the level and the secret exit. Really cool level overall. Yeah, you do miss their Easter egg, but I'd argue it's like nothing crazy. Like, it's not a noble nickel. If it was that, then that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of buns. It's kind of cheeks. But I don't know. That's just me. Because I never knew about it until now, and I 100% the game. Anyway, Gary with the 37. I found the concept of this level interesting and executed fairly well. Despite that, it just doesn't feel that interesting. However, I think I like the Easter eggs hidden throughout the level, and I like that you can finish the stage by just skipping the first mini-boss. Other than that, it's enjoyable, but that's about it. And then a 42 from Ace. To the creator, you dickhead. Just cut it right there, you dickhead. End scene. You absolute dickhead. C, angry C. Triple frown. If you're reading this before you play the stage, you'll know exactly what I'm on about as soon as you see it. Actually, all told, you made me laugh a lot. This was fun. For that reason alone, this was fun for that reason alone, but you thankfully backed it up with some very solid level design and nifty usage of dev kit assets. You turned what sounded like the most boring level and theme possible and put as much pizzazz as the dev kit assets let you. Your best feature, next to the humor, is you playing with player expectations. You subvert it several times and always left me wondering what you could possibly pull off next. You also did a pretty good job with gimmick conveyance, so even new players should understand what game mechanics they should expect out of you. I wasn't a big fan of the falling rocks. Okay, there's a lot of talk of falling rocks. Oh, jeez. There's a few too many of them in spots which killed the pace, nor the noble nickels associated with the gimmick, but everything else was pretty damn spiffy. There was one or two iffy jumps and the aforementioned dick move that let you down a bit, but I think a lot of people are going to like this one. Also, hi Guts Man, you were used well, and that's great. To anyone playing this, find the second energy element that shows this guy's commitment to the comedic arts. The rocks blow. Trying to think of a funny pun. I'm like, the rocks actually crumble, but nah, that don't make no sense. Vesper Woman. Hey, I hope you've been enjoying yourself. Must be fun going through all of these simulations with all of their enemies and bugs and death spikes and bottomless pits and bosses and perilous platforming and please don't be mad at us. Your puns are satisfactory. Hey, Cruz Elroy, the man himself. Sheriff Man. Oh, I love this one. With a 40.6 scoring, or ranking rather, at 11th. Oh, I remember this one had a fun, theme. And also, last level of tier 8. Oh, I love this song. It's like Mega Man-y, but it still fits the theme. If that makes any sense. 45 out of 50, 10th favorite. Oh, did I say tier 8? I'm a dumbass. Yes, tier 9, thank you. I was thinking 8 levels in tier 9. My bad, I got the two confused. Comes from Eversion, interesting. Uh-oh, Proto Man's wanted! It's a good thing we're not playing Proto Man. Oh, Mega Man's wanted twice! What did bro do? Thrice! Bro's... Oh, okay. Ignore that. You saw nothing. Damn, they're just wanted everywhere, like every corner of town. Have you seen this man? Like, no. I may or may not be playing as him. Maybe it's like the Bikini Bottom Maniac. It's like I don't know where I was going with that, but it made me laugh. I got a bunch of references today, I guess. Very reference heavy. Story of my life. Social skills? Never heard of them. Random ass references? Oh, where do I start? Yeah. You know? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'd say I get that from my parents. Growing up, they'd usually pull out some like random office quote, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And they're like, ah, so funny! I totally forgot how many nickels there are. I think there's 3. Tisby the Wild West Scallywag Fred. That's awesome. Oh, that's gotta be a noble nickel, surely. Proto Man. Gotta get out of here, bro. You're wanted. Oh. Okay, never mind. I love you. Thank you for the nickel. Oh shit. Ooh, I'm too slick. Oh, okay. I do wonder if there's any I don't think so. But I wonder if you're dressed, like, if your costume is Proto Man, does it change at all? Or are there two Proto Men? Maybe it's Dark Man. Whoops. This is the only stage to use a Proto Man spawn. Not sure if that was even in the dev kit. Oh, true. I didn't think about that. It was in 6, so it very well could be, but I'm not too sure. Come on. Oh, there he is, the man himself. This town ain't big enough for the both of us. Alright, square up, bro. Let's get it. Oh, shit. He's got some mad hops. Oh my gosh, he's got aimbot. Oh, it's in 3s. Interesting. Holy shit, he's got a gun on him. Literally. Woo! Okay. Put your shield down. Come on. Woo! Surely I can do this, right? One more good shot. Dude! You're delaying the inevitable. Come on. Oh my god, I'm ass. Fine. Ready? And... bonk! You're dead. Bro thought he was the sheriff. I'm dying. Fucking hell. Anyway, Pyro with the 45. Alright, so the scores are going up. And we're not even in top 10. Here's the thing. Before I read this, it's like we're at the part now where the scores are either really good or really mid. Like there's that 1 or 2 judges where it's like, yeah, it wasn't all that. But then all the other judges are like, oh my gosh, this is the best level. You know? It just makes me laugh. Anyway, Pyro with a 45. What Tomahawk Man stage should have been, to be honest. I do agree. There's a lot of inspiration drawn from the stage, really. With the Coltons and the wavy sun and Proto Man showing up, the whole level just gives me serious Mega Man 6 vibes. Except you can jump out of a slide, but we don't talk about it. It might just be the enemy choices. Speaking of enemies, those vultures are amazing, and I want to see them used more, lol. The level itself is really great and fun to play, and I really love the tiny little details present. Like how you had the salons in the background of the wanted, and the wanted posters of Mega Man and Proto Man. The whole Western vibe in the level is just really awesome. And the boss fight with Sheriff Man is very fun and fast-paced too, which is surprising because the boss is a shield user. Yeah, you can do them the right way. The whole level is really just pure fun and I love it. It's a great level overall. It looks and plays fantastically and it feels very professional. It's an alright stage, kind of too simple for my taste. Yeah, but again, as I've said before, like I'd rather just like something like safe and like something that could be in like a fan game than something like crazy, you know, like ambitious and then falls flat, you know? That's just me. Like when I see like just a fun one, like nothing crazy, a fun level, I'm like, yes, you did it right. You did what the title, Make a Good Mega Man level, was meant for. But that's just me. Oh my god, a 47. Damn near perfect. This should have been a top 10, but Ace ruined it. Is that right? We're gonna have fun. Alright, anyway, that was awesome. All caps. Seriously, I won't be surprised if this level makes it in the top 10. Ugh, how do we tell them, fellas? How do we tell them? It really felt like something straight out of a Mega Man game. Backgrounds were awesome, especially the sunset with that heat wave effect. The gameplay was fun, and the enemies were fitting to the stage's theme. Those birds got annoying, though. I really like the secret Proto-Man encounter. You were the only person in the contest to do that. And of course, the boss. Sheriff Man was a lot of fun to fight. It was a battle with fast-paced attacks that kept you on your toes without being too hard to learn. Fantastic job. Alright, still in the 40s, we have E saying, "Man, I absolutely love the frequent changes in the environment and how the level changes accordingly. I feel like the design with cleverly built around the aesthetic, still somewhat suffers from it though. The level reuses a similar progression of hopping over pits and shooting different enemies throughout, which can get rather boring after a while. Some enemies near the end were placed in tricky positions, which made them hard to predict if the player doesn't know they're there. But aside from that, the level is fair and fun to play, and the boss is also a lot of fun to fight." Alright, just below 40, we have G with the 39. Big G! I really like this one. The Western theme was awesome, and the level was well built. I think there's a few moments that are slightly annoying or boring, but it's still very fun. Also, I really like the graphics and music in the stage. Nothing else to say here. 32 from Ace, alright. What you got, bro? Man, so much effort was put so much effort put into what is ultimately quite the forgettable stage as far as design goes. Let's see. There's so much right though, and to not praise you for what you did do right would be a sin. The boss was awesome, if a wee bit easy, and your sole other new asset, the buzzard, was brilliant. The title set, music, graphical flair of the stage. Wow, stunning. This was really pretty, and your two new assets hit the Mega Man style completely. But then there is the rest. To put it simply, this is one long stage of nothing but enemies. It brings to mind memories of Woodman's stage. Mega Man, at its best, is more than that, with actual platforming challenges to maintain your interest. This stage really could have benefited from platforming gimmicks. This was a shame, and had you paid more attention to some of the other aspects of this level, we'd have a contender for one of the best stages in the game. I did have fun, and the level is solid, don't get me wrong. But objectively, from a design standpoint, I felt this was average. If a bit below average. Oh jeez. I'll look forward to seeing the boss in the arena. Oh man. A-Spark L review? I don't know. Ace would then get his Carmen 48 hour. Didn't his level also get 11th place or something like that? It's very weird because like some of the stuff Ace said, I'm like, yeah, I agree with that to some extent. I don't know if I agree with him saying it's below average though. Like at least after playing all the levels before it in rank, it is very well above average. You know, but whatever. I'm not a judge. I'm not a judge. Tier 9 boss. Oh, this is the kitten thing. That's right. But bro's gonna be mad because I killed Milk. Or Nursh, however you say it in German. Oh, the milk just busted. Okay. What the heck? Excuse me? Ah, Cutman! I've been expecting you, like hell you've been expecting Cutman. In quotes. I apologize for the delay. I had to churn a bit as some training. I have seen some extremely weird stuff in this festival, but this? You act like you're surprised. You see, I have an apprentice named Milk. They were like a son to me. Then I heard that a replica of them had been sent to this festival, celebrating you as a boss. I was deeply offended. I had to set right this injustice. Wait, why would you get offended over that? It was just a hologram. It was a symbolic death. You have no respect for a comrade. I cannot forgive you. We must duel. Uh-oh. Oh gosh, it only has 26 health! Oh, never mind. Ah, so that's why they call him Butter Nezumi. That is not butter. What the hell? That's icky. Oh my god, let me hit you! Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, it's red butter. blue butter. Ooh. What is yellow? Electric butter. Okay. Normal butter? Oh gosh. And goodbye. Sucker. Got a heal and still lost to me without any tank. What buns? Okay, I missed something. Dude, I thought it was a cat too. Is that for real? What? Nizumi means mouse. Makes me tear up. I know, bro. Crazy. Alright, well, for the most part, excluding... Not that one. Upsilon 6. This arguably POS level, we have completed tier 9. And so now I need to change my skin, which is probably faster to do it like this. Who do I want to be for tier 10 though? It's tier 10, so we gotta make it some... Bro saying Doropia. Or Dora Pie, however you pronounce that name. Could do that, but is it tier 10 material? You know? Let me check them all. This right here. No, I'm kidding. Well, it's a contender. It's a contender. I honestly think it's between this and base. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of using base. Now, okay, let's do it. Yeah, I haven't used this one before. Let's go. Alright, cool. Oh, I got a magic wand? Let's go. Cool. Alright. Yeah, I do remember you mentioning favorite costume. You know what? Let me do it just real quick. We're gonna pop all the balloons, because I think it's a challenge. And I guess I can get it knocked out of the way. Gonna hop off already. Thanks for popping in. I say as I pop balloons. But yeah, after I get these balloons, I'll be closing the stream anyway. I was like, that balloon is stubborn. Okay. Okay. How did I miss that? Come on. There you go. There's like a shit ton of balloons though, is there not? One here. Ooh. Oh, I got one. Oh, there's a secret, is there not? I think if you do this... Yeah. Hey gamers, what's up, Voltman? See ya, bro. Thanks for popping in the stream. Getting all the balloons. Just ruining all the fun. Ah! Did I do it? Not all of them? I think so. Cool! Alright. I did it. Alrighty, folks. I'm gonna end the stream there. in the next one, we're going to be tackling the top 10 levels in the respective tier 10. Very excited. These are the tip-top peak piece resistance, however you pronounce it, levels. Very, very excited for those. We got some good ones coming in, and we also got some secret boss fights. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you know, you know. But anyway, I'll stop it there. I'm not gonna promise anytime I'm gonna go back to streaming. I will say... Nah, I can't make any promises. All I can say is, I do have family coming over on Thursday, so if it's not any time before that, it's gonna be later next week. So I do apologize if it's another long wait until the next stream, but I gotta see my folks. I don't see them often. But that being said, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please do consider giving this a thumbs up. It does help the channel a lot. And if you want to stay up to date with the Make a Good Mega Man level marathon, do go ahead and subscribe. It's free and it takes 2 seconds. But other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again.